Peace, open roads to understanding, confidence, protection, and forward movement with Godspeed for Black people in the Americas. We've all got to do this. We have to do it together. It's the only way. The proverb says, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. So for those of you who fight at every turn, I have no fight for you unless you are a danger. And that goes for Black people too. All right, I'm not trying to be ugly. Let me just say one thing. Hi, welcome to my page. I just have a little bit of news for you. This is going to be a bit of a 20-25 minute video, but I hope not. I want to make it as short as possible because I have something else coming for you, okay? This is by Hemmitt, and I'm going to open it with
like, share, and subscribe. That's your federal TV.
Still on page 1, going to page 2. Now, the white boy is getting so scared now until he always keeps an ace in the hole. Now, down in Atlanta, they got a black guy by the name of John Wesley Dobbs. John Wesley Dobbs is one of the biggest black master masons in U.S. history, other than Prince Hall, who started it.
All right, most people have heard of Prince Hall. I had never heard of this brother, but keep listening. There's a bloodline. They're Moors. They're Moors. That's all I can tell you.
John Wesley Dobbs is the grandfather to Maynard Jackson, former mayor, two-time mayor of Atlanta, and the first mayor of this country, first black mayor of a major city in this country, was the grandson, of a master mason, Charles Wesley Dobbs. John Wesley Dobbs. Now let me explain who this guy is. They got a book called Duncan's Ritual Complete, which is a book you can go to Barnes and Nobles or Bardos or wherever, you can buy it. It's the Masonic handbook to learn the degrees to go into the order. The Duncan's Ritual Complete is the name of it, Duncan's Ritual. At first, the black Mason couldn't initiate under the Duncans, the same one that the white boy. So this Dobbs cat went and made himself up an own ritual, Masonic ritual book for black Masons in the South. He was so bad. So this cat was so bad until the white boy said, we can use this cracker, excuse me, I don't want to say that. We can use this brother just in case we get in some trouble. We can have.
Wait, you see that? I don't believe in coincidences. I don't at this point even believe in mistakes anymore, because everything, and I was just having a conversation with a family member about this, everything, even the wrong things, they are supposed to happen. He said that that's not what he was trying to let come out of his mouth. He called him a cracker, but he was a brother. He was not a white man. He was not a whip cracker, to say that, okay? He was not he was a white man. I mean, he was a black man. He was not a white man. And so understanding that, you see here what has happened since 1492, all right? And there are many black people who did not want us to come together. And that's the one thing that I think that many black people have to realize before they can wake up. You've had many, many leaders, but your leaders were given to you. They were not chosen by you. From the church house to the outhouse.
This avatar on our side. Now, in most major cities, they name.
Let me go back, because he called him an avatar, if you've watched Avatar. And it's no coincidence that my buddy went as an avatar for Halloween. Yeah, y'all don't know who you are. It's just sad to watch.
On our side. Now, in most major cities, they got a Martin Luther King Avenue, which is Boulevard, which is always so fucked up.
Let's go back a little bit. I know it's
we get in some trouble. we can have this avatar on our side. Now, in most major cities, they got a Martin Luther King Avenue, which is Boulevard, which is always some old fucked up street. Chris Rock was right on that. But they got in Atlanta, you got the Peach Street Plaza, which is the big tall glass building. You got the new Planet Hollywood and Hard Rock Cafe. And you got Macy's. Now you know downtown where the real shit is like Macy's, that's the real the real fashion district or the real commercial district.
And notice what he's talking about. I'm done digress a bit, but notice what he's talking about. It's that way in every major city. I mean, the Macy's is not far from where they stole all the land from all the black people. That was all black. And then they gentrified it. It's gone now. You know, it's cost a lot of money to live over there, but the people who go over there and spend the most money are black, even though they don't live over there. You think about that. Could be because that's home for them. They feel comfortable there. They eat there from all non-black establishments.
In that particular district, which commercialism, or what you call capitalism, is a religion in this country, which holds the country together. They don't have no doggone Rudy Poop Negro. They won't have a black person in that important part of town. This guy, John Wesley Dobbs, got a doggone street right in the middle of downtown Atlanta that runs right on Peach Street.
I almost choked on Kenny. Ooh, okay, he said so much right there, just that little bit. First of all, shopping is a religion in this country. And it's just not just affecting black folk, it's white people too. I know, I'm watching this shit happen. And then it doesn't mean anything to them. So odd. The ancestors told me to do this. Okay. I'm in Texas and a lot of people laugh at us because we're cowboys, but we are the original cowboys. That's the thing. All right, this is all us. And I got this from someone who was not black. And it's nice. And it was a trinket to that person. Really didn't mean anything. It's nice. It's a good one. Anyway. If they be selling them in the convenience stores these days. Let's just keep going. He said something, shopping, capitalism. And then they allowed this black man to have his name on the street over there. Unless it's Martin Luther King, you ain't seen no black man. I know of one, but it's run down because they stole all of his property from his great-great-grandfather, or his great-grandfather. But yeah, they took it all. The state took it. Just stole it, just lied and manipulated it right out from underneath the man. Stay tuned. I'm going to tell you, it's a very interesting story, and it's a lot of land.
And Martin Luther King, John Wesley Dobbs Boulevard. Okay. And it's going to show you that the white boy is saying, just in case we don't make it, we trying to line up all the energy that we can get. So when their God comes to doggone kill us, they might have mercy on us. So that's why they're looking for a new black Messiah. So you heard of this Lord Maitreya, who is supposed to be a cat. He's not going to be black. He's not going to be white. He's going to be somewhere in the middle. He's going to be a handsome person, and he's going to have a doctrine that everybody loves.
Okay. Who he getting ready to name? This is a very old video. And so in my opinion, they do it consistently. Remember, they look for one consistently. And I'm gonna tell y'all, after he says it, I'm gonna stop, okay? And I'm gonna say, now y'all, who you think about? You think about who this person could be. What he just said, not gonna be all black, it's not gonna be all white, but everybody's gonna love him. Everybody's gonna love everything he doing, gonna love his doctrine. Okay, now y'all think about that. Now he's gonna tell you somebody else, but this is an old video, once again, very old, maybe 10 or 15 years, I don't know.
And that's gonna be the New Age Messiah. They've already found that motherfucker. And his name is Deepak Chopra. He ain't black, he ain't white, but he got some some good shit for everybody. This is the man. Let me explain this to you. Oh, what's going on?
And that was the man then. Okay, who is he now? I ain't gonna say that. I will have everybody mad. You can't talk about. You better not. It's like the people get mad at you if you talk about certain people. You better not say nothing bad about. Man, look, certain people, nothing. My behind. Everybody got some positive and everybody got some negative. It ain't nobody perfect. Okay, and I'm gonna say this: just because they black, don't mean they on your side. Actions speak louder than words is what we believe down here in the South. What we believe, Pal Lips will say anything, show me. And this ain't even Missouri, but we still believe it.
What's going on here? Let me explain this to you. First of all, most of the stuff that he's dropping is on point. The boy is bad. Don't get me wrong, the boy drops some real deal Jimmy stuff. Some real nice spiritual stuff. But you gotta watch it. Because he breaks everything down with this love principle. Love. Let me explain this.
All right, I'm not gonna even say it. Y'all know who I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna even say it. Y'all know y'all know who he is. The one that's not all black, not all white, but he gonna have something everybody love. Black folk loved him, white folk loved him, and guess what? Woo, the wool, boy, I tell you, but that's okay. 2020 took them cataracts off all y'all eyes. Now, I stopped it because I wanted to go to this. Let me get some water. I stopped it because I wanted to go to this. He's talking about love. How many people think they know what love is? How many people have been in a 20-year relationship? How many people stayed in that relationship and appreciated it, wanted to be there, and nurtured that relationship? That's all I can say. I've been in several. All of them were very long term. Well, for my years, 8 years is a long time. Every one of my relationships has been 7 to 8 years. All of them. I've had 3. I can say they will say that I am an amazing woman. All of them. But our people don't understand what it means to support our women. Our men are looking for support from the women instead of supporting the women. And it's backwards. And that's the way the negative works. It works the other direction. Have you ever seen a number line? You've got the positive and the negative number line. You go up positive, you go back negative. The negative is a vampiric energy. It takes all kinds to make the world go round. So don't get scared.
It's a long thing to you. First of all, the word love in an ancient form means something probably totally different than what you think love is now. First of all, the type of love that you're saying that you gotta have, either you got it or you don't. Ain't no philosophizing that shit. Either it's in your nature to be a loving people, and you know you have passed that test. Because no matter how much that crap will kick you in your teeth, you still love it. You don't even need to debate that issue no more. You understand what I'm saying? You're loving people.
Can we get along?
Can we all get along? Right. Now, you either have it or you don't. First of all, 2 things. Let's break down the ancient word love. The ancient word love, it just means passion. It means if you're going to be in something, be real about it. So the ancient black archetype comes up in the brother out of the doggone ghetto, keeping it real. Just keeping it real. That's the real true love. That means if you're going to be a damn killer, around, can't have steel, go over the crack shit, get caught, do 20 years. Study your craft. That's just the way it is. Because we talking about gods, we talking about the laws of the gods. There's no moralism in this. We have nothing to do with moralism. We advance that. We are immortals. It's totally different. We'll go into that in a few minutes. Hold me to that.
I'm holding him to that, and this man is still alive. Listen, and that he has been attacked spiritually so much, it is ridiculous, and he has been protected. He reminds me of Fidel Castro. They tried to murder him 600 times, and he was into the same stuff that Bobby Hemmitt is into, okay? And so was Haiti, and many have given in to moralism, while the predator is out there devouring your children. And you're allowing it. So you have to have balance. You cannot always be cherry pie in the sky. Sometimes you have to be the warrior that's in the garden. And I remember the Deacons for Defense. I remember the Nat Turner Revolution. It wasn't just Nat by himself. It was in the end because everybody got killed and gave up and ran off. Gotta stop running. People running right now. People running all over the world. We've been running though. I'll tell you a story right quick before I go on. I have a grandmother. She was a light-skinned indigenous, okay, with the straight hair, okay, on my father's side. And she ran to Mexico and hid. Lived for years there, I think. Yeah. And fit in perfectly, looked just like him. Yeah. And before she ran to Mexico, though, she ran all over this country. They say they ran her from Arkansas to different places all over there, you know, because it was a genocide. It wasn't a genocide. Let me stop that because I want to, and that's a fallacy. That's a lie. They didn't kill these people. Stay tuned for my next video, okay? Because I learned that the Guatemalans, that the Mayans, forgive me, that the Mayans are still alive. Okay? And they told us when I was young that they didn't know what happened to the Mayans. They also say they don't know what happened to the people of Poverty Point, Louisiana. And that's coming out because I'm telling it. I'm telling you what happened to those people. Nothing. And nothing happened to the Guatemalans except they were run off their land. Not the Guatemalans, the Mayans. Nothing happened to the Mayans except they were run off their land. They keep on telling you in every scientific, journalistic, archaeologic, even the most current, they'll tell you, well, they just disappeared. No, the fuck, they did not just disappear. Forgive me. Y'all know there's profanity on my channel, so just get ready. Okay, I'm not gonna hide that because our children cuss. Little girl next door, she can't be no more than 2 years old. I'm not saying your kids do this kind of stuff, but your kids are gonna go to school with these kids, okay? Welcome to poverty, middle-class Black America. Yeah, on the way. You thought it was gonna be okay. I see what's happening. If you were lucky enough to have something saved up to get out of this country before now, you might be okay. I hope you chose wisely. Cuba's the place to be. Okay, I'm gonna shut up, y'all. So here is the rest of this. Stay with him. I'm gonna hold him to it. This brother's not lying. They told you that this is witchcraft, who Satanism, stay away from him. And Bobby's like, you can call me whatever you want. Yep, that's right. It's metaphysics, but it's just science. And y'all worship white ancestors. All Black people worship white ancestors. Every single last one of you. I dare one of you to tell me that you don't. I'm talking about Black Americans. I'm talking about Black Americans. Because you still kill and sell your soul, kill your mama and your daddy, your sister, your brother, and everybody else for dead white presidents.
Now, it means your passion. It means if you're going to be conscious, don't just be bullshitting around and be in this motherfucker anytime you get low, you want to get picked back up. Be in it 100%.
Like you do in church.
But what does that mean? your mama, if it's your mama versus the people, see your mama, I love you. Gotta take your head. Come for your child or your daughter, fuck them. That's the real passion. Because it's bigger than that, and you don't kill them, you only make them stronger. That's what the cracker don't understand. You can't get out of this by killing people. You only make them stronger. You release them from a damn bondage in the physical body anyway.
Did you hear what he said? They use fear of death to make us behave. But they're such a young race, they didn't know that every time you kill us, we just come back. And we come back with the knowledge. They can't come back, I don't think. I'm just saying. I don't think they can reincarnate. I think they have to stay in the physical world, and their gulf is running empty. I mean, they have to catch on. If they don't stop the predatory imbalance, they're not going to make it. So I'm not afraid. And neither should you be. Of anything. For what? Torture. They try to torture you. Frighten you. Fear. Okay. But yeah, before I allow them to do that to my children, yeah, I'm gonna fight. I'm not gonna sit down and stop them. I'm not just gonna lay down and die. I'm just not gonna lay there and just let you give me, oh God. Like that's not a goddamn video game. You know? You don't get 2-3 lives. This ain't 9 lives. 11, shout out. 11. Today is November the 11th. And I'm into numerology. And it is exactly, I'm going to look it up. I think it's exactly a half moon. This is balance. Oh, gosh. This is balance at its highest. I'm supposed to be auctioning off these eyelashes and my sea moss serum. It is getting cooler out now, so I can ship cheaper. So I can ship you the sea moss serum, and it'll still be good because it can't get hot. So as long as the temperatures are high, you'll get a good quality product. And I'm also going to be doing something extra with my serum, especially one for your face, okay? I'm gonna add a special ingredient for scrub, and I'm thinking about fragrance. So tell me what you would like. I think rosehip is really cool, but that's just me. I like rose. Let me know, all right? Lavender for sleep, you know. All right, let's finish this video and get it out of the way because I got another one coming. It's awesome. Stay tuned.
Go back and look at Star Wars trilogy. Obi-Wan Kenobi said, if you strike me down, you'll only make me stronger. Yeah. But it means to have passion for something. Your sincerity is your credentials. It means being real about it. You understand? You can't. So what in the Revelation, which was taken from the Mithric ritual of the Persian thing that the Christians borrowed, the first thing that...
Go back. Okay, y'all heard that. He's talking about Revelations, which they took it from the Persians. It was a Christian. The Christians took it from the Persians. It's a Persian ideology. They took it and put it into their own belief system. Okay, and that's all religion is. It's been borrowed from somewhere else. All religion is made up. It's like the Protestants separated from the Catholics, you know. And then they go, oh no, we're better than you. Well, the other ones go, well, we're older than you. And like, well, that's why we're better than you, because you didn't get it right and we got it right. It's just opinions about what they think and how their society should run. I don't care. You may have your religious beliefs. I've been there, done that. I'm good with it. People get upset because, and then someone said I try to push my beliefs on people, but no, I'm just simply informing you. And if it makes you angry, I apologize. I really do. I'm not trying to hurt you, but sometimes shit hurts.
What they do is they talk shit about them lukewarm people, which was taken from the Mithric ritual of the Persian thing that the Christians borrowed. The first thing they do is they talk shit about them lukewarm people. Don't be lukewarm in nothing. So when they talk about love, they're talking about a sincerity and a passion other than some old romance bullshit, which they got the woman all fucked up on now. You looking for something that don't exist in the form that the cracker done taught you on some soap opera style, waiting to exhale bullshit, or some Hallmark card Fucked up shit. You see what I'm saying? That ain't love. See what I'm saying? That ain't love. You see, find the love within self. That's the key. Now, the other part of the love thing is what this man is talking about is this. The physical realm don't exist. Only thing exists is a bunch of gods, which is you that fell asleep a long time ago, and you dreaming somewhere in another land, which is inside your damn brain, in something about this big, a small pea. And it's dreaming of illusions that's coming from the outside, and that's what we're going through, a whole bunch of dreams that don't exist. It's only what you told yourself it was.
Matrix.
But the thing that does exist is your thoughts. So this cracker, they're vampires. When they say love, they're losing energy. And they need you to give them more energy so they can keep this hologram going and survive. So you got this emotional feeling that you are projecting, and it ain't aimed towards nothing but the goddamn air. Oh, I just love. And you putting out energy that this cracker can use to stay afloat. Because if you're a God and the universe exists in the mind of God, which is you, then you can keep this shit going based on your ignorance by giving energy to some other motherfucker who's a vampire that's fucking the whole thing up. It's being kept alive by you. So he's saying love, 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 because he needs more energy. Or they need more energy, and he.
And it doesn't have to be a white person, okay? But we definitely still are enslaved, so they don't have to work as hard as we do, and we all know that. So cataracts are gone. 2020 took them off their eyes. I'm just saying.
Government agent.
Oh wait, but it doesn't have to be a white person. It could be anybody. Family. It could be anybody. It really can be. They talk about self-knowledge, self-love. How about self-protection? Mind, body, and spirit.
Or they need more energy, and he the government agent for the ass. So he said, love, love. What is that? I'm still trying to define that shit. I done loved out the asshole, and you still talking about love. What love got to do with it? Look, now, in the scriptures, if the God who is to come is ourself, and this is directed to the sisters, if the God who is to come is ourself, then we know that is written in all scriptures. There's going to be a group of gods that are going to come and retake the earth, and they're going to kill across the land. Those gods are you. That's it. That means directed towards the sister. If you look at if you study the ancient goddess, she'll have a time when she's a nurturer. She'll have a time when she is a protector. She'll have a time when she is a wife. She'll have a time when she's a sexual being, but she'll have a time when she's a killer.
That's right.
If we are in the last days and nobody can debate that shit.
Look, he said something. She is a killer. Let me explain something to you. And he's going to get into this right now. So I don't want you to get freaked out. But you need to know the Japanese people, when it came time for the colonizers to come over there in World War I, they don't ever talk about World War I because they didn't win that either. And they didn't win anything. They just decided on it and went on a rampage. But the Japanese people jumped off the mountains. First, the men fought to the death. They would not be captured as prisoners. They refused to be captured as prisoners of war. Okay. The women, if they had children, would throw their babies off the mountain and jump behind them. They refused. They refused to be colonized. They refused. They murdered themselves and their children, and the men fought to the death. All right. It was a disgrace to be captured. Come on, man. That means you're about to get done bad, and they knew that.
You have to throw out the nurturing part because it's in the story now. But for the house done burned down, ain't no sense in loving no ashes. So you are projecting your energy in the nurturing part, which is something that's past tense. You done nurtured civilization, that shit is gone now. Now it's time to redirect civilization, and you can only do that shit by demolishing the rotten cancer. So that means that you have to become a warrior in your thinking. Well, that mean you go out and start fighting? No, it means this. It means this. It means that the female at this particular time still has a nurturing factor that is out of season. And at this particular time, she's got to get to the particular time where she don't even give a fuck about her children.
All right. Hello.
When it comes to getting the jobs done. That's why I said in the Bible it's going to be harder for women with infants. Remember it said that in the Bible. It said it's going to be especially hard for women. Now what do they mean by that? They mean
For you Christian women, I was Christian for many years, for you Christian women. And I fit the description. That's why our children are so spoiled. Because their fathers weren't around. The boys are spoiled rotten. Because their fathers weren't around, many of them. And if they were around, the fathers were too afraid to emulate masculinity. Too fearful to emulate masculinity. Because masculinity in a man, that gives a sense of safety and protection. He's not afraid to fight. That's what it is. That's his job, to protect and defend the family. Even though in a pride alliance, so the females will do it, unless it's a male lion. The male lion, that male lion must fight. The women ain't got, they don't do nothing. They sit back and wait, let them two men work it out. Whichever one win, get the win. Y'all didn't watch Lion King? Wait, just wait. Lion King is coming right up, I promise.
that you're going to be a mother out of season. It's the time to raise back up. But your energy is loving, caring. Save that shit for the other realm. That's what you got to build the world to come. This is the demolished world and the torn down world. So therefore it means this when I say this. It means that you can't be looking towards the future based on your children that ain't got no goddamn future. Go back, look at JFK, 1991. In the movie, he sensed the conspiracy. That they took the man out. No matter whether he was a son of a bitch or not, that's not the point. The guy who was the guy who broke the conspiracy said, if they can murder the president, that means that this whole American democracy is a bunch of bullshit.
All right.
But while he was getting to the end of the case with his passion, the wife kept telling him, oh, you done changed. You don't see your children no more. He said, of course I've changed. My eyes have opened. I can't act the same damn way when I got some fucking knowledge. Yo, with the children, they don't know. He said, wait a minute. It ain't about our two little cars in our house and them goddamn children. He said, what the fuck I'm a damn nurture them children when they ain't going to be left nothing but a hellhole to live in? So that means we got to clean up the hellhole. Fuck them children.
What did Trump say about them other countries? They were shithole. He said them shithole countries. Yeah, and we got 40,000 homeless people. Let me say that over. We got 40,000 Black American citizens that are homeless in one state, Detroit. Just one state, 40,000. You think you really speaking up for the human rights of those 40,000 Black citizens? Now, y'all, my people speak up for everybody. But we don't know how to think about ourselves.
They themselves anyway. So the sister's energy is still based on building a goddamn home in a fucking sewage plant. So what we're saying, we're not talking about you go home and hellhole living.
Let's go back a little bit.
Open. I can't act the same damn way when I got some fucking knowledge. Yo, one of the children, they don't know. He said, wait a minute. It ain't about our 2 little cars in our house and them goddamn children. He said, what the fuck I'm a damn nurture them children when they ain't going to be left nothing but a hellhole living. So that means we got to clean up the hellhole, fuck them children. They're going to sustain themselves anyway. So the sister's energy is still based on building a goddamn home in a fucking sewage plant. So what we're saying,
I hope my Christian sisters heard that. It's hard to hear. That's hard to hear. That's hard to hear. And it's not just my Christian sisters. I'm talking about my Islamic sisters, as well as those in the quote unquote conscious community. And you are some of the most egregious, because you know the history of Nat Turner. You know the history of self-preservation. You know the history of Amos Wilson and Malcolm X and Khalid Muhammad. You know the history. Most of these Christian people and religious people don't, well, the Islamist people, many of them do. But yet we got folk who got street names after them that sit at the tops of all of our Black organizations, from the gun clubs on up. The NAACP, I don't want to mention them because that ain't ours. Never was. It was a front organization. But we got all kinds of organizations out here that are supposed to be ours. I know a guy who quit one of them. I mean, this man helped renovate the whole house they got. And when he saw what they was about, he walked away. I had another older cat, almost 70-some years old. He walked away from A. Philip Randolph. When he saw what it was about, it was like, y'all been infiltrated. All of these organizations y'all look at and listen to, telling y'all how to think and what to do, they all been infiltrated. Now you can take it how you want it. Call me whatever you like. I'll be back.
we're not talking about you go home and you throw the dishes out. We're talking about, this is not what we're talking about here. What we're talking about here is a train of thought, as a mental perspective, because the feminine energy is the energy that is now merged with the masculine energy, and you got to come, when that particular energy merges, there's a certain role that you play, and that's fucking warrior. But it's thoughts, because the physical don't exist. You getting this?
Many of you aren't going to get that. It's thought. The physical does not exist. Many of you won't get that, but you would need to study esoteric science a little more before you understand what he means by that. I'm going to end this very quickly because I want to start the next one in this 11-11 energy.
So this means that you got to have what is called a nihilistic attitude. You just got to say, fuck it. See what I'm saying? The man ain't there and the love ain't there because it ain't time for that shit now. Get a goddamn vibrator and go about your just get some nigga to jail. Hey, let's just get down. Fuck all the whole other bullshit. Now you thinking that this is a whole bunch of stuff. I'm gonna redirect this stuff in a few minutes so you understand what I'm talking.
That moralism ain't gonna let you just go grab a brother and say, listen, I'm gonna need you to handle this business for me for now. This is not personal, this is business. I like you a lot, there's nothing wrong with you, but I ain't ready to get into nothing like that. I'm in the middle of a fight for my life. And I don't need nobody distracting me. So I need to handle this business and make this energy go and come the way it's supposed to and flow. And it's gonna benefit you, it's gonna benefit me, and I love you forever. And I'm gonna holler maybe later, but not now.
I'm not just bumping my gums. I can explain this shit. But what I'm trying to tell you is this. We, and this is for the male, this is for everybody. There's a certain freedom that we need and a certain innocence that we need for the spiritual nature to flow in us to make us into what we're supposed to be. But we can't deal with that because we got too many fucked up shits in this tradition blocking that we're putting energy towards. That's more important. So what we're talking about is a freedom saying, fuck all that shit. It's time to goddamn roll.
Okay. All right.
Now.
All right, that's the end of that video. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for hanging out with me on my page. This is Siri-lily, and stay tuned. I've been reading some tarot, and if you'd like to see some more tarot, because I stopped doing them and nobody asked, so if you'd like to see some more, just let me know. If there's any requests for tarot, let me know. Oh, I have this light right here, y'all. This is because I was outside doing something. I had to go downstairs to light my candle and put it there because I had my hands full and I didn't even realize I put it there. Y'all, I don't just be doing, I have a lot. One of the problems that I do is I multitask a little too much. So this video has gone over 20 minutes. It's 11:44 my time, which means it's time to say adieu until next time. Open roads to understanding, love, peace, and protection.